Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the main event. I'm Danny Chanod from Nobody Cares Sports Network, and we are broadcasting to you live from the beautiful and picturesque southern shores of New York City, the one and only town without pity, Staten Island. Stand up and represent. It is the 66th annual Thanksgiving Eve Classic, live from the College of Staten Island. The visiting Curtis Warriors against the home St. Peter's Eagles. I'll be providing play-by-play this evening, and joining me for color commentary for the second time tonight is my good friend Doug Elwell, and making his broadcast debut, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast booth, Mr. Anthony Bentivegna. How are you, brother?
I am doing wonderful. I am extremely excited to be here tonight. If your basketball juices aren't flowing, then you don't need to be here, because tonight is going to be electrifying. The place is packed, and I am excited. I just came from Brooklyn, and I watched the girls varsity play, Staten Island's own Newdorp and Savarian, and I shot over here tonight, and this is the night. This is exciting. Thanksgiving Eve.
We like to baptize people by fire around here. Anthony said he wanted to be a broadcaster, and I said, you're on Thanksgiving Eve.
Thrown right into the fire. This is it. I'm loving it.
Now, I did the same thing with Doug Elwell last year, and you worked out all right.
So far.
Well, Doug,
jury's still out there.
You know, you were with us for a Staten Island High School tournament.
It was fun, man.
CYO, so there's a lot of opportunity, and we're happy to have you on board tonight.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Tonight's pregame show has been brought to you by our friends at By the Batch. Who is that? Well, it's Megan Thompson. She makes cookies at a fantastic rate. No better person to make stuff for the holidays for you. Presentations completely unmatched. Nobody better. Megan Thompson, we appreciate you. Listen to the roar of this gym, ladies and gentlemen, as we are officially sold out. Duke, North Carolina, Michigan, Ohio State. You talk about the rivalries. This one doesn't get any better. These schools are separated by a mile and a half. They hate each other. Public versus Catholic. Let's get into it.
And Dan, we talked about this during the JV pregame. These two schools, Catholic League, Public League, have set the bar on Staten Island for years and years and years. If you were to guess one year who won the championship and you picked Curtis or Peters, you're probably right. One of those two probably won the championship in majority of the years that you could talk about. And, you know, we sprinkled in a couple of championships here and there from different programs and different teams. But these two schools, these two programs, they set the bar, Anthony.
Yeah, this is it. And the crowd's getting excited into this now, so I am in for a treat, and I'm sure everybody else watching is looking forward to it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our nation's national anthem. We'll be back in just a moment.
So proudly we hailed at the
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could hear that sound, that is 2,000 local Staten Islanders on their feet. The sixth man of the St. Peter's Eagles and the CW Warriors are in the house.
The only time that Curtis and Peters will agree tonight is during the national anthem. That was it.
Try and keep the camera on the court, Bucky. For the love of God, man. Show us the Curtis Warriors. They're being introduced, Bookie.
So,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's so loud in here that our smartwatches are telling us to cover our ears.
thank God I have them covered.
So Peters throws out 5 seniors. Curtis is 4 seniors and 1 sophomore.
So Lady Luck on the side tonight, where both teams are taking veteran leadership onto the court. A couple of key things that we were talking about before the game with Curtis. They were talking in depth about making sure they always have a body on Kadir Martin, knowing where he is at all times, making sure that offensively and defensively they know where he's at. And also, they don't want to get off to a slow start. They know in a game like this with the energy and enthusiasm in the gym, if they get out to a slow start, they're going to have a tough time hanging around in here. And then for St. Peter's, they basically were saying the same stuff that Coach Genevieve was saying in the JV game. They want to focus really hard on rebounding the ball offensively and defensively and playing with pace. When they have great guards like Spitzo and Munson out there, and Morello when he gets in there as well, another senior, those 3 guys are going to play with extreme pace. And so let's see if those keys for the game for those 2 teams work out for them.
You think anyone gets the assignment, Doug?
I don't know, man. This is insane out here.
This is the environment, ladies and gentlemen. It is up, underway. A loose ball goes the other way. The Warriors will control.
And Curtis's main guy that they're going to be looking for everything tonight is going to be Alonzo Archibald, Coach's son. So he knows exactly what's going on in this game. He's been in this game for 2 years now. And unfortunately for Curtis, they're off to a little tough start offensively. They got to be able to be under control and run their stuff. Ooh, Curtis in his zone.
Archibald is that sophomore.
Sophomore Archibald, correct.
Well, if you're unfamiliar with these 2 programs, let me introduce you. The St. Peter's Eagles of New Brighton are wearing white uniforms tonight with a gold trim and blue stripe. The Warriors wearing all black, wearing maroon numbers and a C on the shorts. Warriors across the chest. A 3 from downtown for the Eagles doesn't go. Second chance opportunity. Martin fires a 3 and bangs it from downtown.
Oh, boy. If he's going to hit those, this is going to be a long night.
Oh, beautiful block.
Wow, and that gets the Curtis crowd going.
Archibald's the guy tonight that they have to match energy between Peters and Curtis. Archibald's the guy for Curtis to do that.
Bookie, bring the camera down a little.
Swing it.
I need you to take over. I got to go help him.
Tough move by Spitzo in the middle of the lane.
Very aggressive.
Let's see if Curtis can answer here, Ant. They've been having a tough time offensively here. They finally got the ball back. Let's see if they can make a play here. Archibald with the ball on top. Kaminsky looks to set a screen. Jenkins looks to set a screen. Archibald tied up in the basket.
Nope, not going to work.
LaPierre to the rim. And a dunk. Woo! Place is going nuts, Ant, right now.
Yes,
LaPierre
sir.
with a
Yes,
big-time
sir.
dunk. Big-time dunk to start the game. This young man played a bench role last year, waited his time, and today is his moment.
That pressure's too much. Foul. It's going to be his first.
Archibald got back on defense, did a good job by stopping Martin there. Martin would have brought the house down with another emphatic dunk in on that one. If Archibald wasn't there, this place the roof would have maybe popped off this place.
Oh my gosh.
St. Peter's throws the ball around the perimeter, tries to get it into Monroe, fumbles it. Curtis doing a good job of staying back in their zone. Kaminsky on the ball, gets a steal. And he brings it down the floor. Throws it up to Archibald. Archibald brings it over the timeline.
They can't get a good look here.
This is tough. Martin brings it. LaPierre over to Spitzo. 9-0 start.
Timeout.
9-0 start for St. Peter's. Timeout Curtis. It's exactly what Curtis was not hoping for. It was a slow start.
They're not moving the ball at all.
Having a tough time defensively and offensively. So we have a timeout, and let's talk about our sponsor, our first sponsor of the game, which is the Curtis Timeout. And that's going to be Duffy's. Tell us a little about Duffy's.
So Duffy's, not only do they have the best burger in Staten Island, Duffy's is now offering catering for all of your events, family owned and operated, proud supporter of Nobody Cares Sports Network.
And also, one of the biggest things, we're both South Shore guys, so
Yes, sir.
unfortunately, we don't get there as much as we like to. But that's a place on Staten Island that's been around forever. That's a namesake that if you're in the neighborhood, you got to get there and get that burger.
1,000%.
So I asked Coach Jenkins before the game, who's the assistant coach for Curtis, and he said that the one thing that they were worried about was starting slow. And looks like we have that issue right now. What do you think?
Well, between the starting slow and the starting fast for St. Peter's, it's a perfect storm so far. You know, they're not moving the ball well. They're trying to go, little man, selfishly trying to collapse that defense. It's not happening. St. Peter's is all over it, so they're going to have to work a little better here, moving the basketball around if they want to get some good looks.
And that's going to be the big difference tonight between the two programs as well. Peters is going to share the ball a lot. Guys are going to be filling the lanes, running. They're going to be running their sets to perfection. Curtis has got to stay in this game by talent and skill. Let's see what happens here, and let's see if they can respond after Coach calls timeout. Archibald with the ball up top, driving against Monroe. Terrell Monroe doing a great job defensively. Tough shot by Archibald. Jenkins up with it, blocked by Kadir Martin. Spitzo brings it down. Spitzo over the timeline. Brings it up to the top, talking to his team, setting up his pace.
Yep, setting up a play.
High screen set by Martin. They're looking for him flashing. Munson has the ball up top. LaPierre setting the ball screen. Curtis doing a good job getting deflections here.
Go. Shot was foul. It's going to be 3.
It's 3 shots for Ethan Kaminsky, senior. Another guy that's very similar to the St. Peter's guys, where getting an elevated role this season as a senior. That happens a lot with these two programs because they're basically a breeding ground for excellence. So every year you get seniors that step up, wait their turn, and get their stuff going. Ethan Kaminsky hits the first one on the 3-shot attempt. 2 more to follow. And even then, on the defense, even though he fouled them on that, Peters is all over the place. They're sprinting down the floor. They're all over.
They smell blood.
Yep. I'm sure exactly the opposite of Curtis. Peters wanted the fast start. They want to get out and run and get this crowd on their side. And once that happens, this is going to be a tough night for Curtis. Good job by Ethan knocking down 2 of 3 so far. Third one on the way. And there's 3 for 3.
There you go.
Now let's see a little pressure here by Curtis.
Yep.
Turn it up a little bit.
Yep.
Munson with the ball over the timeline. Goes to the rim, blocked by
good
Archibald.
block.
Great block. That's the second of the game
Yes,
already.
sir. Beautiful.
Tough shot. Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Beautiful shot. That was number 1.
Much needed here for Curtis. Much needed. Settle
Jason
down.
Dixon with that bucket for Curtis. Just weathering the storm right now. Weather the storm, get back into the game, doing a good job defensively, maintaining.
3.
Monroe off with the 3. Dixon with the rebound, brings it up to Archibald. Archibald over the half-court line, loses possession of the basketball. Monroe with the steal. Munson going to the rack, and 1. The 3-headed monster that are the guards for Peters is dangerous in a game like this because of how much goes on within their pressure. So it looks like, I didn't even notice this before. Morello's got a little cast on his arm, so they're not going to be looking at him tonight.
Okay.
Interesting, I didn't see that before. So one of the senior captains, Mr. Morello over there, who's a heck of a basketball player, has a cast on his arm. Munson with a miss on the foul line. So it looks like they'll be going to possibly Jack Clancy as their guy off the bench for the guard spot. Jack Clancy's a junior, not in the game yet, but can fill it up. Can fill it up for sure.
Steal.
Monroe's doing a fantastic job on Archibald, really making him difficult for him to get the ball. Good driving kick. Spitzo brings it back out. And this is the pace, Anthony.
Coach calling the play.
Yep, the coach was talking about before the game, is getting that pace down, right? We can go fast, but we want to make sure that we're getting good possessions. And
Got him with the ball fake. Stepped right into that spot. Nice floater.
Beautiful by Spitzo. And Archibald bring it over again. A lot of dribbling right now for Alonzo right now. He's got to pass a little bit maybe and get a little more movement. Monroe's got his number right now defensively. He's doing a fantastic job of shutting him down. Another steal. He's got quick hands, long, athletic guy, great defender. And they're definitely going to be throwing different guys at Alonzo tonight. Alonzo's their guy. They know that. They're going to be throwing some guys at him.
He's got to keep his composure and he's got to keep fighting.
Exactly. And like you said before, he's a sophomore. So this is a big moment for him. It's a big moment for his family. But more so, like you said, he's got to keep his composure. And he gets through a game like this, anything can happen. Kaminsky the ball back up top to Dixon. Dixon brings the ball over. Monroe. Monroe frustrating Archibald. Archibald throws him out of the way. Offensive foul.
Bookie, just bring the camera down a little bit. There you go, my man. Perfect. Sorry, everybody had to leave. We run a very small crew here, and Bookie couldn't see over the 6th man of the Eagles. Nobody at home could see anything.
Wait, Dan, you were gone?
Oh, okay, great. I'll just have this panic attack.
We love you. We love you, Dan. We love you. Whew.
Yeah, it's not going to change. It's not going to change that. Down low.
Martin with the skip pass.
Good ball movement.
Beautiful.
Bam.
Beautiful. Monroe with the 3 on the top of the key from the pass from the corner to the top. And we got Peters up 16-5.
Well, we couldn't fix the scoreboard because we had to fix the camera. Now we're back, ladies and gentlemen, 16-5. The Warriors will do all they can to wave this storm.
Eagles making a sub here, bringing in Jack Clancy, first guy off the bench, coming in for LaPierre, who had some great minutes to start this game defensively and offensively. Started off with an emphatic dunk to start the game off. So let's see what Clancy's going to do here. Big-time shooter from the JV from last year, Ant.
Yeah.
And
Coach is going to give Archibald a little rest.
Yeah,
settle him down a little bit.
I think he's a little out of control a little bit. He's a great player, so I'm expecting him to come back and be extremely productive when he gets back into the game. But
so do I.
The one thing that you said before when Peters had the ball was the ball movement. That's beautiful ball movement.
Beautiful.
That's what we have to do on the other side and Curtis' side as well.
Correct.
All right, taking it over here, it's the Eagles. Clancy giving it back to Spisto, the returning floor general, directs his offense. Now Martin has it. Big bam! Count it, and the foul.
Man, what a presence he is.
He's an athletic monster. And the funny thing is, he starts off the game with a 3. from the right wing. Now he gets the ball on the block and gets a three, possibly old-fashioned way. But if he's doing this all night for Peters, this is going to be a rough night.
CW cheerleaders are representing,
and
Martin doesn't care.
Yeah. Three the hard way for him.
Nails the foul shot.
Man is locked in. Bringing it across the timeline now from left to right. It's Jason Dixon. He's guarded by Munson. Trying to work around a high screen, is in a double team, giving it left side now. Schmidt. Now it's back over. This Dixon with it. Oh, beautiful cross. Loses it momentarily. The kick to the corner off a loose ball won't go in. Martin comes up with it. Passing it to Munson. Driving right side of the hoop. He's fouled and going to the charity stripe to shoot two with 1:30 to go here in the first quarter, boys.
One of the hardest things for Curtis right now, too, is they're getting shots. And unfortunately, Curtis is not knocking him down, and there's long rebounds there. They're getting out, and Peters is running. They're off to the races.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge right now for Curtis.
Six-man from St. Peter's literally knocked out our cameras here in the first quarter. Got to give a big shout-out to our man, Main Event, official photographer tonight for Thanksgiving Eve here at the College of Staten Island and Nobody Cares Sports Network. Where would we be without him?
And Mano, heck of a basketball player back in the day.
Heck of a ball player back in the day. Love to hear that.
Played for legendary coaches Ray Palmer and Elliott Wilson over at CSI McCowan. First 1,000-point scorer over there.
There's something. So I didn't know any of that. I just thought he'd take great pictures.
Oh, he does.
Off a deflected ball. The Eagles come the other way. Spisto with it. He decides to back it up and start again. Getting the call from Ryan Woods on the sideline. Munson driving baseline. Blocked. Great defense by the Warriors.
Love the way Spisto handles the offense.
He's very in control, right?
Yep.
Very good pace to him. And here comes the future of St. Peter's program, even though he's playing right now, which is Talib Martin, who's a freshman right now, about 6'5", freshman wing.
This is Clancy missing a deep three. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Foul on.
And to talk about what you're saying here, Betsy, that's a silly foul on Martin. Just get back and play D.
Yeah. Especially as a big, you don't want to waste a foul on 94 feet from the basket, not hitting into somebody on an offensive rebound when you're not getting it.
We are live from the College of Staten Island, nearly a travel. Instead, Spisto comes up with the steal, going left, off the glass. Martin couldn't bring it up with the second chance. Rebounded by the Warriors and a loose ball foul. It's going to be going the other way with 26.7 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play.
I think Curtis is looking forward to that clock running out right now. I'm getting out of this quarter.
19-5 is our score. Bookie said this game could have been a 22.5-point spread with the Eagles favored. We'll see if the Warriors can keep it closer than that tonight.
Holding for that last shot.
Dixon going left, kicks it to the corner, a three.
No good.
Martin comes up with the board, 4 on the clock. And he's going to lose it momentarily. Spisto finds it, throws it off the glass. Won't go at the end of one full quarter of play from the College of Staten Island. The score is the St. Peter's Eagles 19 and the Curtis Warriors 5. This first half of action is brought to you by our friends at the Kettle Black. Big shout out to our boys over there, Dave Shea and everybody located in the heart of Forest Avenue, Staten Island. We know they're out there watching the game tonight, Thanksgiving Eve, biggest party night of the year. We appreciate them coming on board for the broadcast this evening. Also, Doug, I want to give a big shout out to a new sponsor coming on tonight. jumped in on the break. OLGC Knights.
Gotta love them.
And they corrected me. They said, I didn't call them the Cougars. I called them the Wildcats.
Well, so they took it to heart, Dan.
100%.
People don't forget, Dan. People don't forget.
No, people absolutely never forget. And want to give a big shout out to the Knights. Our Lady of Good Counsel, forever known for academic excellence, is starting to make some noise with their athletics. Thank you to Coach Woods, Mark T, and Mike Kaz on the relationship they built. OLGC basketball starts 6 years using the STP as their home gym. So
fantastic.
A big shout out to OLGC coming on last minute, 0 hour, 9 a.m. to support this Thanksgiving Eve contest. And letting you know our referees on the court tonight, Anthony Carnaccio, Carlos Martinez, and Arnold Saunders.
And what are you thinking about for Curtis here in the second quarter? What do they have to do here?
You know, the thing here is the pressure. St. Peter's is just on the defensive side, not giving them much. And if they can't get some good looks and they can't spread that ball around consistently enough, you know, it's gonna be a long night. They just need to settle down and really try and just get that ball into a good position so they can get some good looks.
I got news for you, Benty. A lot of people in this community feel that the Warriors are in somewhat of a rebuild. All the power players seemingly filtering to the St. Peter's Eagles at this time. So I've been broadcasting the game now my 5th year. The Warriors have yet to win it. I don't want to bring that up. I might get into a lot of trouble with my alum. But when I look at this, I do give credit to where credit is due. Yeah, the Warriors are in a rebuild, but this Eagles squad, Dougie, is one of the best teams in the state and arguably the best in the city.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if lucky or unlucky to have scrimmaged both of these teams for Poly Prep when I was coaching a couple weeks ago. And St. Peter's may be one of the best teams varsity-wise I've seen in a long time on Staten Island. They're extremely versatile. They have length. They have size. They have the guard play. A lot of guys on this team are going to play major minutes for them. And I'm sure there's about 5 or 6 guys on that bench that would start for most other teams on Staten Island, which is a tough thing to have.
Spistow sends it in the corner to Clancy. Back to Spistow. Now they'll work it around to Lieb Martin in the game as well. Back up. This is Munson. Stutter step. Back to Spistow. Top of the key. 15 on the clock. Talib fires a long two, doesn't go. Second chance opportunity here for the Eagles. And Coach Ryan Woods tells them to reset.
The patience and the flow of the game for them is just another next level.
Munson fires a 3 from the left wing, doesn't go. Warriors come out the other way. Looking to
go
push.
all the way with that. Foul on the floor.
Could have counted it, and if it went, instead it's going to be 2 at the charity stripe.
And that was one of the keys that Coach Jenkins was talking about was, you know, rebounding, getting a body on the bigs, making sure they can get off the glass and get rebounds. If Peters is going to miss, they have to get rebounds. They have to be able to push the tempo and be able to change it up on them and get down the floor.
Non-shooting foul.
New rules this year in high school basketball, by the way, in case anyone's watching. There are only 4 spots on the floor that the ball can be inbounded from. So there's no more of that ball in the corner weird spot. There's only 4 spots, 28 feet away on both wings and also under the basket. That's it. There's no other possessions on the sideline.
There you go.
Beautiful move. Laying it up and in and making it look easy with the right is Archibald. It's a 19-7 game now. The Warriors cut into the deficit. Munson working baseline. It's a turnover coming the other way. Dixon has it. Dribbling in traffic with the left hand. It doesn't go. Coming up with the rebound is Jerome Monroe. Now the Eagles look to push from right to left. Beautiful pass to Talib Martin, who lays it up. Won't go. So now the Warriors do a little do-si-do behind the back with it.
Archibald with his 3rd block of the game, Benty.
Here's a 3 from the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, the bank is officially open.
It's a bank for Hardy for 3 from the corner. That's one of those shots I'm sure Coach Archibald will say, no, yes.
We'll take that.
19-10 is our score.
In a game like this, to get back in it, you need shots like that to go in.
A fortuitous bounce, kissed off the glass, no doubt. What a soft touch in the paint from Martin. 21-10 is our score.
And like Benty was saying before, Archibald's doing a good job down low. He's doing a good job defensively. He's got 3 blocks already. He's being a presence. Offensively is where they got to kind of tighten things up a little bit.
Archibald loses it on the dribble. Spisto going the other way. Munson running within. Spisto counted and the foul!
Every mistake that Curtis makes, Peters will capitalize. And they have to be more careful of what they're doing offensively and getting into their stuff. Maddox LaPierre coming back in the game for Talib Martin. Talib, great minutes as a freshman coming into a game like this.
Yes.
Curtis is making the court shake a little bit with these cheerleaders.
No, the Warrior cheerleaders are absolutely rocking. As some of you may not know, St. Peter's is an all-boys school, so they don't, in fact, have a cheerleading squad. Shout out and rest in peace to my Aunt Joan, who was the head coach of St. Peter's girls basketball for many, many decades. That school, of course, closed many moons ago, so now there's only one set of cheerleaders on the court, and they're making enough noise for both schools tonight. Dixon driving right side. He loses it. Spisto pushing erratically the other way.
Pass.
Gives it to Munson, who lays it up and in.
That's how you run the court.
And again, they're going to make every right decision tonight. Like Danny said, it's one of the best teams in New York State right now, and they're showing it tonight.
Archibald with it, working around a high screen, kicking it over right side. Arango in the game. 4:50 to go here in the second quarter. The Warriors down 15.
Every time that guard is up top there, they're doubling.
Arango throws up a wild shot
shot
and swishes it in.
Good for him. Curtis staying in the zone, hoping to pack it in. Maybe Peters misses a few threes, but they're doing a great job of getting the ball right into Kadir.
Oh, Kadir, too easy is right. You're going to have to double team that man, or else it's going to be a long night down there in the paint.
Q is showing right now why when he is one of the best players in New York City and New York State. And he's a Division I prospect right now. Coaches are calling, coaches are seeing him, coming to workouts. And as the season goes on, Dan, there'll be more and more coming to see him play.
Oh, a fadeaway won't go. Second chance opportunity gets Martin to leave his feet. But can't capitalize. So, wow, Kadir comes down with the board. 27-12 is our score. Just under 4 minutes to go now in the second quarter of action.
Doug, they're sitting in 2-3, I think, right now.
Yep. I think they're just trying to contain them. So, yep.
Monroe with the 3.
Jarrell making it look easy, getting his money from downtown. 30-12 is our score, boys. I'm going to turn it around to the Nobody Cares Sports broadcast booth, powered by our friends here at Main Street Coffee. Dougie, it's going to take a lot for the Warriors to get back into this game. But if they're going to do it, do they got to do more than stay lucky with these wild shots?
Yeah, I think offensively they're just trying to do a little too much one-on-one stuff. And I know Alonzo's a great basketball player. He's got a bright future ahead of him. But Peters knows that, the ball's going to him, man. And unfortunately for them, Monroe is playing amazing defense on him right now.
Yes.
Really bothering him, playing physical with him. And there's something to be said for having seniors that have been through things, and I don't know. It's going to be tough.
You're 100% right.
If you don't know, Doug Elwell, Anthony Bentivegna joining us in the broadcast booth. Ladies and gentlemen, this timeout on the court brought to you by our friends at Sacred Heart CYO. How's that microphone working out for you there, Dougie?
I don't do it with my hands, Dan.
No, I'm not sure what to do with my hands. No, you can just put them by your side. Sacred Heart has 13 young men playing in these games tonight in this doubleheader, and that's an impressive statistic when you think about it.
Wow.
If you're looking for a young person in your family to start playing basketball, you might want to think about sending them over to Sacred Heart and our friends Tommy Corson and the gang, doing it big up there on the North Shore.
Hardest gym to play in Staten Island, though.
Always.
Low roofs.
Low roofs. Is it hot in that gym, too?
Oh, it's worse than this. Think of Curtis Jungle Gym.
They do have new lights now.
They do. The roof is still the same height, though.
Yes.
Well, clock dispute here.
Yeah, I too was confused.
Roof's a little higher when the 3rd and 4th grade kids play, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always say I miss my shots there. It had nothing to do with the defense. It was always the roof.
Dixon brings it across the timeline, kicks it right side to Arengo. Now the Warriors
There's some
working
movement.
around the perimeter.
This looks nice.
That's
This looks
exactly
Yes.
what they need to get their offense going.
There you
Now
go.
finding a
That's
lane,
nice.
second chance opportunity, up strong, won't go. Martin with the rebound as we approach 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
They were definitely able to get the defense spread out a little bit more. This way they could attack.
St. Peter's now kicking it up top. LaPierre in the game. Playing up high, Spisto kicks it to the corner. That's Clancy. He's called for a walk. The Warriors will have the ball under 3 to play. Where's that?
I think it's Kettle.
Ah, Kettle Black's got the game on. Can they see my sweat?
There you go. Kettle Black, the best wings.
Well, back to the action. The Warriors are getting worked right now, and they're trying to get Mr. Momentum to change his address. Working left side, swatted out of bounds. My man said, "Not up in here." You know what? If I'm not trying to be ridiculous, but if I'm Dixon, I don't think I ever try that shot again on Martin.
I wouldn't.
I think we got to check Kadir's hand to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
How hard he hit that basketball.
I think there's no babies in the front row.
Jeez.
My goodness. Lamar Hardy in the game for the Warriors, calling for the ball up top. He gets it. Now sending it back to Archibald.
Nice cross, pull up.
Ooh, in and out, second chance
Rebound.
opportunity. Good extra pass here. Just doesn't go. A third chance opportunity. The Warriors have it up top. Haringo fires one from downtown. No. A fourth chance on this
There you go.
one possession alone.
Reset.
This is a good possession for Curtis, even though they're missing shots. A little more under control, sharing the ball. Oh, boy. Yep.
That's definitely a
Take
trouble.
that shot. Catch and shoot.
And why did he shoot that one, Ant? What are you thinking there?
I think maybe he thought the defender was a little closer. His back was kind of turned a little bit.
I think he still has PTSD from the last one
Oh,
he
well,
took.
this is true.
Kaminsky checking in for Archibald.
Thanks for the update, Doug.
You got it.
If I had a smartwatch on me, it would probably tell me to stop moving so much. And the ironic thing is,
sitting.
I'm sitting.
You're sitting.
Yep, the heart rate's up. The sweat is
still in that-
real.
Curtis still in that 2-3.
Yep.
Love it. Thanks for reading a defense, Benty. I can't. Shouting it back up top now. It's Munson. Now right side. Munson
Beautiful. Wide
fires a three. And I think the roof might be open here tonight because the Warriors fans letting them know that's an air ball.
I don't know if anyone, obviously it's hard to tell on the screen because it's so far away from the court. The second that Munson missed it, he had 3 teammates go over to him and said, keep shooting the ball.
Absolutely.
Keep
You
shooting the
want
ball.
that.
The confidence you put into your teammates comes out in yourself. So great job by his teammates. And look at him picking the steal here.
Oh, Doctor, the Eagles coming the other way, losing it erratically, and it is, in fact, a turnover.
But that's how you get it back. Young players that are watching this game right now, Munson shoots an air ball 3. How do you get it back? You get it back by getting a steal on the other end and taking it down.
Archibald coming back in the game. Kaminsky is going to sit.
I think Kaminsky needs to be in the game for his offensive shooting ability.
I want to let everybody know right now that the bookie is standing on top of milk crates
Canard
so
has
that
the
he
ball
can
on the
see
top.
over the crowd.
Oh,
Stolen going the other way. Monroe lays it off the glass.
He's making Archibald work tonight, man.
(32-12) is our
steal.
score. Coming the other way. The Eagles have it. Munson throws it.
Bring the house down.
Martin with the finish.
Oh, boy.
seconds to go here in the first half.
34.
Yep. 34-12 is our score. 25 seconds on the game clock. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Here is a deep three from downtown. Doesn't go for Hardy. Rebounded by Munson. And the Eagles will hold for the final shot of the first half. Brought to you by our friends at Kettle Black. Here's a three to end the period. It won't go. Got to give a big shout out right now to our buddies over there at Duffy's on Staten Island on Forest Avenue. Best Burger in Staten Island. They offer catering now as well. Check out their heated party room. It's getting to be wintertime. Absolutely nobody cares. Shout out to Cormac. We see you and appreciate you. Not a lot of timeouts taken in that whole first half, so we didn't have much of an opportunity to shout out our sponsors, but our official network sponsors are Century Waste Services, Sacred Heart, Roddy and Dean American Steakhouse, Jay's on the Bay, Windows We Are, LeBron Team, Qualitech Computers, Comfort Solutions Air Conditioning, 1-800 Water Damage of Greater Monmouth County, DPM Contracting, Jimmy Max, Wolfhound Nitro, and Fast Track Auto Body. It's the Curtis Warriors cheerleaders right now. Back with second half action after this. Support local sports. Nobody cares. Well, ladies and gentlemen, second half of action. We welcome you back to the College of Staten Island. I am officially removing my sweater. It's just gotten that hot in here. We're going to welcome you back to the broadcast booth, ladies and gentlemen. It's powered tonight by our friends at Main Street Coffee. More than just coffee here on Staten Island. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Anthony Bentivegna joining us alongside Doug Elwell. I'm Danny Chanod, and thank you to all the sponsors on the screen tonight. They may be crowded, and I may be terrible at my job, but I have no idea how to put them on screen without saying thank you. So all those logos on the bottom, make sure you support local business because they are supporting local sports not only tonight, but those are official sponsors of the network on the bottom. So they're on for at least 30 days, which means you can watch this Saturday the PSAL Public Schools semifinals live from Tottenville High School. Lincoln versus Tottenville, live on the Nobody Cares Sports Network YouTube channel at 12 o'clock. That's what our sponsors pay for out here for the community. Doug, welcome back. Anthony, welcome back.
Yes, sir. Second half coming up. Let's see if Curtis can make some adjustments.
So, Ann, what adjustments, if you're Coach Archibald right now in that locker room, what adjustments are you making right now?
You really want me to answer that? I don't even have an answer for it. It's very difficult at this point. St. Peter's is just really defensively all over the offense. And very difficult for this young gentleman standing right in front of us right now to get anything done. They're all over him.
Archibald set to inbound. Bookie, bring the camera down just a little bit if you can. My man. And we are live here in the third quarter of action.
What I do expect is Curtis to stay positive and keep working hard. I think these young guys here, they're ready. They're ready for the challenge.
The Warriors with it, trying to score right side, rejected
Beautiful
by
block.
the backboard. Second chance opportunity, high shot off the glass, won't go. A foul is called. It's so loud in here you could barely hear the whistle.
Yeah.
I mean in a 34-12 game, it's still decibel level insane in here. It goes to show you local sports is alive and well.
Yep.
Absolutely. Martin just like was flying in the air just there and just took that block and just sent it right off the backboard.
His timing is incredible for weak side help. It's incredible. And that's actually funny because Archibald is actually bigger than him. I didn't notice that. But Archibald is actually taller than Martin. And Martin's just, as a senior compared to a sophomore, now you're starting to see the difference between body type and all that kind of stuff. And,
absolutely.
But
here's my man Spitzville.
Curtis coming back in the zone again.
Don't look now, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis has cut it to a 20-point game. Just over 30 seconds gone by here in the third quarter. Beautiful take by Munson. Lays it off the glass, up and in.
And Curtis is playing the zone, and what they should be doing with the zone is trying to limit the gaps that they have. Gaps in the zone mean when the ball's rotating around, those of you watching at home, the ball's rotating around, there's going to be a little gap in between defenders. And when you usually break into that gap, that's where the defense collapses. And Munson did a great job that time of getting into the middle of the lane, the right side of the lane, and getting through the gap of the defense.
I'm still trying to figure out if Curtis is trying to do too much when they're driving to the basket, or is it St. Peter's just playing
Defense,
a really good D?
Yeah. I think it's a combo, Ant, to be honest with you. I think it's a little bit of both. Monroe's doing a phenomenal job on Archibald.
Shout out to Main Street Coffee asking who needs a coffee.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Oh, what a take! Bang, bang! A beautiful dime followed by a beautiful drop.
Great pickup by Dixon. Great pass to Kaminsky. Finishes a layup with two hands off the glass. Fantastic.
Beautiful pass by Dixon.
36-16 is our score.
If you notice, every time the perimeter guys get it for Peters, they're looking to capture that gap that we're just talking about.
Warriors pick up a rebound, coming the other way with it. It's Dixon.
Great job.
Right hand, lays it off
with the lefty
scoop.
Dixon right underneath Kadir's hand there. Kadir timed it beautifully, but Dixon did a little bit of a better job of getting that ball up to the rim that time. Fantastic layup by Dixon.
36-18, approaching 6 minutes to go in the third. Spisso at deep three. That one might as well be outside Bull's head. Second chance opportunity goes.
Good work down low.
Hardest thing in the zone is to rebound out of the zone. Missed shot goes up. LaPierre flies in to get that rebound.
Kaminsky now gives it.
There you go.
What a
Reverse.
take! Baseline!
And what they did that time to get him a better shot, a better opportunity, is take him off the ball. Off the ball to the perimeter. He was able to rip and go.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him off the ball.
Munson with it. Beautiful crossover into a double. Kicks it to the corner. Now up top, this is Monroe. Back to Spisso. 12 on the shot clock. Beautiful move. Doesn't find any back.
Great defense by Curtis that time. Ooh.
Coming back the other way.
All
A
right.
dangerous pass.
He almost threaded that.
Yep, and love the coaching staff at Curtis right now. You got ex-players over there. Mogson, Jermaine Anthony Huff, Mike Jenkins on the sideline over there, as well as Coach Archibald. All ex-players that played in this game as well. And Dixon made a little bit of turnover there. But they told him pick his head up. That's all right. You got it. Get the next one. Get the next one right here. Let's make up for it.
Well, back up top. This is LaPierre with it. Step back three. Won't go. Rebounded by Archibald. Brings it across the timeline. Right to left.
That's a good
Driving.
move.
What a move! Lays it in over Martin.
This kid's going to be special.
Yep. And that one, it wasn't fancy with the dribble. Hard dribble to the basket. Laid it up. Nothing fancy about that one. Right to work.
38-22 is our score. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
We're playing basketball now, guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a capacity crowd in the 66th annual
Good play.
Thanksgiving Eve Classic.
Almost had a steal there.
Way to be active, our Archibald in the back end there.
So, Doug, you were saying the St. Peter's kids used to chant to you when you played for Farrell, and it was different chants?
Unfortunately, I can't repeat those on live air. Dan.
I like that kind of stuff.
You would
Martin,
have been one of the
misses
guys. You would have been one of the guys in the chance.
As a warrior,
Loose ball
right?
picked
For
up
the
by
record.
Peters. Reset.
You would have figured out a way over to the sideline, Dan.
Costly turnover there for the Warriors. Peters comes up with it.
They had a chance there.
They sure did, and a lot of momentum, Benty. It cost them. Munson, step back three, money!
That was a huge swing.
Woods is not happy. Even though up by 19 right now, he's not happy about the performance they came out after halftime.
No, you could tell. That was a huge swing there.
It is a timeout on the floor taken by St. Peter's. I'm going to turn it around to the Main Street Coffee broadcast booth. Doug, say what up to everybody at home. Anthony, say what up to everybody at home. We are live here in capacity.
What's up, everybody?
The sweater is off. I'm doing my best to stop sweating here. It doesn't matter. You guys having a good time?
Great time.
Amazing time. This is unbelievable. Thanksgiving Eve in this house right now, the environment.
I mean, shout out to everybody at home, wherever you may be, alumni of these two fine schools here, or perhaps you're just supporting local sports and want to tune in and see what Nobody Cares Sports Network is all about.
What do we have, a technical foul?
It was a timeout, I believe, but now I'm not sure. Doug?
Archibald's at the line right now, so apparently
It looks like we have a technical foul. Hey, Rep! Hey, Blue!
he makes it.
What's the call? Technical foul. He's in coach for using profanity. Thank you.
So there you go.
So it's a technical foul against the head coach of St. Peter's for using profanity. So says our referee closest to the booth.
Can we get the details? What exactly he said, or is that
Probably something similar to what the St. Peter's kids said to the Barrel players, like when Doug was playing.
Hey, listen, I was okay with it. No big deal.
Archibald sinks both from the charity stripe, and that's exactly what that was, a gift. 41-24 is our score. It's down to a 15-point game. And we've got a foul called, and it's getting a little chippy out there. LaPierre and Archibald get a little heated in the paint. LaPierre's going to take a walk to the bench now and cool off. Checking in for him is Jack Clancy. The Warriors set to inbound underneath their own hoop. 4:08 to go here in the third quarter. Sending it up top now. Archibald with it. Monroe guarding him. Into a triple team. They kick it out. finding Giacone.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Outlet pass, Spisto.
Spisto with the
Up
layup.
ahead, lays it off the glass, up and in. The transition offense is going to kill opposing teams all season against this St. Peter's Eagles.
The more Curtis allows the dribble on the offensive end here, the more Peters is able to stand there and just defend them.
Yes.
There's got to be some ball movement and player movement with just standing still.
Archibald with 14 on the game. Shot clock. Throws it up. Oof. What a move off the glass.
Dixon's limping.
I think he cramped up. He's holding his calf.
Yep.
This is a different environment out here. This is not practice for sure. Not a scrimmage. So the amount of people in here and the humidity definitely taking a toll on some of these guys that played major minutes tonight.
Unbelievable. I'm burning a lot of calories. Wow, what a move by Monroe. And he's hurting, boys.
Yeah, he's having trouble walking.
I think it was hard. He's trying to go for that steal and got caught.
Well, we said we expected it to be about a 22.5-point difference coming into this ball game, and right now it's a 19-point game. Can the Warriors decrease the deficit? Sending it into the corner. Archibald, spin move, left hand. Through a double team. Are you kidding me?
Good move. And this is what he needs to do. He needs to be able to make one or two dribbles, attack the basket, not play with the ball, but attack.
Did that count?
It counted,
okay.
and what they did was they gave the referee his time to get that sub in so that Dixon could come out of the game because he was limping. Unfortunately, in high school basketball, I don't know how it is in the NBA or in college, but in high school basketball, you cannot stop the possession until either a made basket or a turnover because the player on the court cannot come off. So unless he was on the ground, laying on the ground, no one's coming off.
I got to pay the bookie an extra $50 tonight because he's standing on milk crates filming the game with the camera. You guys good with that?
That's fine.
That's fine. Right. Curtis still in that 2-3 right now.
Spisto with it, giving it right side, a deep three.
No good.
In and out for Clancy. Rebounded, here come the Warriors. Archibald looking to push, a lot of contact. It's a foul going against Martin. Martin thought it could have been a jump ball. Instead, Archibald's going to the charity stripe to shoot two. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter.
Doug, I know it. Archibald was going to come out in the second half. Much more confidence. This kid wasn't going to quit.
No. He's composed this half, too. You could tell the difference in his body language. And also, he's getting to the rim. He's not losing the ball on the top of the key. He's getting to the rim. And he's doing a really good job. If you notice, next time he gets to the basket, he's switching hands in midair to go from right to left. So I think that's why they called a foul there. Martin had the ball, and then he switched over to his left when he went up with it, and that's when he got a foul call. So he's doing a great job. He's just got to keep playing. This is a tough environment to play in, and especially, when you're expected to do so much at a young age here, you just got to kind of take the bumps as you go.
Makes one.
And I guarantee you right now, they're playing, we were talking about this a little earlier, Curtis this year is playing a little different conference this year in the PSAL, but there's maybe not another player in New York City with the size of Kadir Martin that could move the way he can and defend like he can, as well as like someone like Jarrell Monroe. So he's got a tough task tonight with these two guys down low.
Double teaming Martin is exactly what the Warriors need to do to batten down the hatches.
Defensive series right
and
there.
And the double team pays off, but then it's a turnover going the other way.
Second time now. After a big defensive stop, they wind up turning the ball over.
Kaminsky just couldn't handle the ball.
They worked hard for that stop, too.
And he did a good job of getting it there. It looked like he hit his knee. I didn't look like he actually double dribbled. It looked like he hit off his knee, but referee saw something different than us. But
I love the way Curtis is competing right now.
Yep. Listen, they're sneaking back into the game and not giving up at all. This is playing even the second half.
Got caught in the screen now.
Ooh, Martin up and in off the glass.
Martin with a full head of steam is scary.
47-29 is our score.
Turnover. Turnovers are killing them.
We got to do a better job of coming to the basketball with the St. Peter's pressure.
Yep.
I got to give a big shout out to my boy Brian Nash. Reached out to me and said, I love what you're doing for the sports community out here. Went to Curtis with him. Some guys coming out of the woodwork to tell us they love the broadcast tonight. Martin doing his best to shine under the bright lights of Thanksgiving Eve.
No answer for that.
49-29 is our score.
They've actually changed up matchups now. They have Martin on Archibald instead of Monroe.
Yes, I like this.
And now they're switching it. There we go. So they're just making sure they cover him at all angles now.
Oh, Doctor, that's out of bounds. St. Peter's ball, 43.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And here comes Dixon back in the game. Guy's toughing it out right now. Gotta love that. This game means a lot to these kids, so seeing Dixon get back out here and give it a go.
A little hydration.
You guys got something to drink? No. No. All right. Yeah. Spisso gets the rebound, and they'll get to reset here. The shot clock turns off in the third quarter. 20 seconds to go. A 20-point lead for the Eagles. Now Arango comes up, followed by Hardy. Guarding Munson, going right into a triple team. He's fouled. How he's fouled with 3 defenders around him. If you just play defense, I don't get it, Doug. Talk to me.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys would look like they were trying to block the shot rather than just keep their hands straight up. When you bring your hand down, unfortunately, when you hit guys across the wrist or the forearm, that's going to be a foul going to the basket.
Oh, our MVP sponsor's tuned in on the YouTube, right? Is this not her? So she says we're doing a great job.
Thanks, Marianne.
Marianne Sharino.
The magical vacation planner.
Yes.
So she is the official sponsor tonight of our MVP in both games. Now she came on and she said, I want to just be in the minimum, get me involved. And I was like, you get 2 for 1, you want to get involved. Doesn't make any sense. You are the MVP sponsor for both games tonight. We appreciate you coming on board. 50-29. The Warriors lay it up and in. 50-31 is our score at the end of 3.
What was the halftime score? Do we know?
That's a lot for me right now.
I wonder if Curtis won that quarter.
I think they did.
That is impressive. Fourth quarter coming up. Can you believe it? This second half of action is brought to you by our friends at Flagship Brewery. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. They've got this fantastic new drink. It's called the Wolfhound Nitro Beer. And what is it? Well, it's fantastic. It's the official drink of Thanksgiving Eve here on Staten Island for this contest. Our buddy Jay Sykes went to Dublin in January to learn how to make this style of beer. It's a nitro beer. All right, and that's important to know. It's a collaboration with Porterhouse Brew Company in Dublin, Ireland, who's an official, and this is the official beer of Thanksgiving Eve. Anthony, we're going to have to get you one of these Wolfhound Nitro beers. I think it's right up your alley.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm in. Doug, there seems to be a lot of controversy going on. What's happening?
No, it's above our pay grade.
You have to go to the videotape for this one.
It's above our pay grade.
Hold on, I'm doing a million things here.
Yes.
All right, Spisso's going to inbound it here. We're up and live.
Talib Martin in the game now, the freshman back in.
This is it. 8 minutes left.
Start of the fourth quarter. Let's do it. Spisso kicks it into the corner. The 3 from Talib won't go. Coming the other way, a silly foul in traffic transition. The answer is, if you want to get involved with local sports, sponsorship is very cheap here with Nobody Cares. We support local, Anthony. You got to know that.
I do know that, and that's very important.
I mean, we got by the batch Megan Thompson. She makes most fantastic cookie plates you've ever seen.
Oh, baby.
She sponsored our pregame show tonight.
I love cookies.
You don't got to be a car dealership to get down with this.
You know
Here's a deep three, partially blocked. That's going to be a turnover going the other way. I got to give a shout out to my boy Chuck McNusky. Chuck used to come to this game every year. I graduated high school with his son Ray. Chuck worked with the Jakes committee for many years. He's not here tonight. Chuck, we know you're home watching the game. A big shout out to you and the family. Wish you a happy Thanksgiving, buddy. We love you.
Spitz calling out the offense.
Oh, here's a turnover coming the other way. The Warriors looking to push, but the Eagles get back in transition. And there's a foul on a double team.
Hardy's
Again,
fouled.
you don't like to see that, Doug, but that's what happens when you play with your hands and not your feet.
Yeah, and they've been doing a pretty good job during the game of making sure that they're playing, like you said, Dan, with their feet, not their hands. But, as the game goes on, you get a little tired. You reach once in a while. Referees, we have a three-man crew tonight, which is not really a normal thing in Staten Island, in high school basketball. So you only have a three-man crew in certain games. So it's a lot easier to make calls like that when you have the three guys around.
Great move. Ball, it just doesn't go.
Great move.
Coming quickly the other way, Martin with it, stutter step, doesn't go, and he is going to go to the line and shoot two.
That was a great job by Kaminsky, just trying to not let Kadir Martin get to the basket. Standing in front of him, trying to just bother him.
Shout out Timmy Highland tuned in.
Oh, boy. What a heck of a basketball player Timmy Highland was. Woo. That's one of the names we mentioned earlier. The Curtis Peters legacy is now what it's always been. And any player you mentioned, like a Timmy Highland, a Terry Downing, Nigel Wyatt, the Red Trips, the Rob Lewins, Mike Newcombs, the Curtis guys are, they roll deep with this, and the Peters guys, forget it. You have thousands of guys that played in this game that you look back in the record books are all over the place in Staten Island.
Martin hits them both at the charity stripe. Scoreboards read 51-31. I'm buying it. Archibald with it. Baseline. Tries to kick it up top. It's stolen by Martin. Outlet pass up top. Munson with it. Driving left side. Too strong. Won't go. Second chance. Martin again. Too strong again. Comes up a bit short. Warriors going the other way. Stolen by Spisso in traffic. His boys are making me earn a time. Beautiful pass. What a time. What a finish. Spisso making it look easy.
Spisso to the other Martin that time to lead with the finish there with his 2 points in Thanksgiving Eve game.
Love it.
Munson doing a great job of hounding Dixon now. Peters' defense picked up a little bit, Benty, on this last possession here.
Yeah, they got some new life here.
That's going to be a blocking foul called against the Eagles against Talib Martin. He plays forward and guard for the Eagles. It is not a shooting foul. Nobody in the penalty. 53-31 our score. 5:48 remaining here. Put your fours up. It's the fourth quarter.
Good ball movement. Oof. That's not,
Just took it away from him, too. Afterwards.
What a presence.
He's going to make some coach in Division I next year look like a genius by getting him.
What a presence.
Some mid-major and high interest for
Easy
Kadir.
three here. Off the rim.
Off the rim, no good. Bro, you saved my life. It was going right in my tooth infection.
Hands.
The refs checked you.
Hands for days.
Unbelievable.
Hands for days.
Doug still has it.
Dougie, you might have to be.
That's the first defense I've played in my entire career.
Doug, you're going to Disney, bro. You're our MVP of the game right now.
Dan, that's the first time I played defense at maybe my entire career there.
That was headed right from my tooth infection. I was going to the hospital after that pass.
It's like when you stub your toe, right?
Beautiful backdoor pass.
Beautiful. It's like when you stub your toe, and then like 2 weeks later you stub the same toe again.
Ouch.
That's what would have happened to you just now, Dan.
That is why I was like, I'd really like to set up top, because if a ball comes in, it's over.
We're men down
Doug
here.
Elwell did it.
We're men down here. We don't worry about that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, There is a timeout on the basketball court. So we got to give a shout out once again to one of the proud supporters of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. I want to give a shout out to a man that just came on as a sponsor recently, Mr. Cosmo Martelli. Now, Cosmo, he's a coach at Moore Catholic High School. He works for 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of Greater Monmouth County. They work in New York and New Jersey. The number's on the screen. Reach out to this man. He is a new official supporter of the Nobody Cares Sports Network. Damn it, we appreciate you, man. Welcome to the team. And shout out to all the official sponsors. Jay's on the Bay. I ordered a charcuterie board to bring to my brother's house from Jay's on the Bay tomorrow. They should be so lucky. But it's coming. Shout out to Chef Joe and the team down there doing a great job. Comfort Solutions, Jack coming on. We appreciate you, official sponsor. Windows We Are, they're supporting us since the jump. And anybody out there that's just getting on this train, there's plenty of room because I'm telling you right now, absolutely nobody cares. 53-31, less than 5 minutes to play. The Warriors inbound it. Kaminsky with it. Passing it inside to the post, now back up to Archibald. Kadir Martin guarding him. Oh, a block and a double team.
There's nowhere to go.
The other Martin comes up with it. Spisto. And by the other, I mean Salib, that man is no joke.
Martin will not let Archibald make it easy for him. There's no way.
Tough.
55-31 is our score. Archibald brings it across. He's fouled.
I was waiting for that
Attempted to
whistle.
go like coast to coast there.
Determined to get to the rim on that one. He had head down, trying to get there as fast as he could, as hard as he could.
I'm definitely going to Duffy's. I'm starving.
Oh, I could go for a nice burger. Right
Yeah, who couldn't?
Burger and a beer. After a long day.
Talk slower and soothing. Dim the lights in here. You're speaking my language. Nobody says hello to me. Ever notice that?
That's high school, man.
Oh, I saw. That's cool, man.
Rob Sika. Shout out Rob Sika.
Isn't that awesome, seeing buddies from high school?
Farrell football legend.
Nobody
my
cares
goodness.
about the boss of Nobody Cares.
No, never does. No, nobody does.
It's the minions running around now. We get the shout outs. You know?
You got legends like Doug Elwell in the building.
It's a lot of fun. I'll tell you. You guys really bring me up. Oh, back to the action on the court. Hardy with it. Sending it left side now to Archibald. Back up top. Dixon fires a three off the front rim. No. Second chance opportunity.
Good work.
Up and in for Hardy.
Good work by Hardy.
Great job by Hardy. Dixon on that shot came up a little limp again. Looks like that cramp might have came back on that landing on that shot.
What happened here? I thought he fell.
He's so tired, Benty, that when he was just subbing in just now, he just laid down the ground because he's so tired from chasing Archibald around the court.
Good swing.
Oh.
Good move.
Oh, my.
Great move by Kaminsky.
What
Very
a
nice
shimmy.
Kaminsky move.
A shake and finish.
Great move. Nice shot off the glass.
Props to
Good
Curtis
spin.
to keep this game respectable in the second half.
3:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
This could have went the other way completely. Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do there. That's too easy.
Timeout on the court right now, and I'm just wondering, boys, who is going to be our magicalvacationplanner.com MVP of this game. We've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to think about it. I'm going to turn it around to the Main Street Coffee broadcast booth. Say what up, boys.
What's up, boys?
Doug Elwell, Anthony Bentivegna. You guys having a good time?
This has been an absolute pleasure. I can't even imagine how it's going to be the next time I'm with you guys. This is amazing. I love it.
It's not going to be like this. I'm going to put you on a 9-year-old girls softball game.
I now do it with just as much enjoyment.
I'll tell you what, last year when we did those CYO games there, that was some of the most fun we had.
I'm going to be honest. I was like, you're never going to get me to do a CYO game.
It's phenomenal.
Flash forward, I did 16 CYO games.
That was so much
ridiculous. Shout out to Dennis Driscoll over here, saved my life. Gave me many napkins, sweat rags. He used to great man.
You need a towel.
I tell you what.
I need a pig trough.
Benty's absolutely correct with Curtis in the second half. Could have just rolled over and just gave up here, and they've done everything they could to keep themselves in this game.
I would have been very disappointed if that would have happened. I had a feeling they were going to come out in that second half.
Coach Archibald prepares his guys for that kind of experience.
Absolutely.
And he does a great job at practice every day, I'm sure, with Coach Jenkins and his staff to make sure that these guys are prepared. And this helps you in life, not just in basketball, so it's all good.
While we have a stoppage of play on the court just for a hot second, I want to say if you're around on December 9th, come out to Flagship Brewery. It's our annual toy drive, the 8th annual, as a matter of a fact. $15 at the door, $5 with toy donations, food from local businesses, vendors, raffles, and prizes. It's the best party of the year. And of course, Flagship Brewery and that Wolfhound Nitro, handcrafted by Jay Sykes in Dublin, Ireland. Proud supporters of the Nobody Cares Sports Network in this game here on Thanksgiving Eve. Good job. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Ooh. Wow, what a crossover from Archibald. Kicks it out. Here's the three. Doesn't go. The Warriors fans wanted that one.
Oh, yeah. Place might have fell off the roof.
That's it. I think we all wanted it. But shout out to the crossover. That still existed.
Yep.
But finish, man.
Oh,
Munson with a beautiful cross of his own, and he's fouled hard by Hardy. Ironically, not a pun. 57-36, 2:34. Get your hands off that. Little kids coming across the broadcast booth, rubbing their hands on the table. Get your kids out of here, lady.
Hardy's a workhorse. He really. I like his effort today. He was really, really hustling. Plays really hard.
I mean, all these guys on Curtis haven't given up. But, from Archibald to Kaminsky, with the two guys that are kind of leading them offensively, to Hardy, to Dixon, to all these guys.
Shout out to George Siller out there. Boss George tuned in. We appreciate you and the entire Siller family and what you do for the community.
Great people, great family, great people.
Chanod with it, giving it up top.
Hey,
beautiful time, and Hardy just can't finish.
This has been the kind of night for Curtis, though. They've gotten him in position to, make certain shots or great cuts and stuff, and just couldn't come up with the basket at the end of the game. I'm going to be interested to see them at the end of the season, Dan, to see how they've improved during the season.
Yes.
Because I feel like there's a lot of potential here, and the more that these guys play together, the more they're going to improve throughout the season.
I agree.
Here we got some
Subs
holes
are coming in.
All right. Here we
Aiden
go.
Schmidt.
Let's get these guys' names out here. So we got Salou coming in. JV call-up from last year. Good football player as well. We got Aiden Ledlam as well. Little brother of Chris Ledlam, who's the star at St. John's right now.
Yep.
And we got Aiden Schmidt, who is the little brother of two college women basketball players. Well,
yes.
One soon to be, one is already in college. Shout out to Ashley, who is playing over at Dominican and over at DME in Florida, the number 8 ranked team in the country. Olivia Schmidt, who had just signed her letter of intent to go to Syracuse.
Headed to the Cuse. Olivia worked out with my daughter
Go
all
Orange,
summer.
baby.
Go
She
Orange.
is some player.
Absolutely, and Aiden is just in the rotation at Peters here because he's a junior. He's a young guy. He's gonna have a great year this year, improve, and next year he's gonna be one of the seniors that's on the team. So that's one thing that with these both programs that you don't get many young guys on the team. You get a lot of guys. You get a lot of guys on seniors and upperclassmen, so that they buy their time and they figure it out.
And good for Coach for getting them in.
Sorry, I was talking with head coach Charlie Driscoll.
So Dylan Blythe in the game as well, and 23 Justin Ramos. So five new players for Peters to end this game out. Guys that deserve to be in the game, that work their butts off at practice every day. There's Ledlam from 3. Banks it in.
It counts.
Aiden Ledlam, who's also a phenomenal football player as well, so I'm sure Nobody Cares sports fans have heard that name before on the football field as well.
No doubt he is a linebacker,
Yeah,
and he gets it busy out here on the basketball court as well.
Getting trapped here.
Good job getting over to Dylan. Okay, Salou, Dylan, Aiden Schmidt with it.
Aiden's going to put one up.
Oh, doesn't go. Second chance opportunity. Schmidt gets it. Right side. He decides to kick it into the corner. 50 seconds to go now in the fourth. And a foul on Archibald underneath. I just had the OLGC Knights on screen for, you know, a bunch of critical moments of the game. Nobody cares. Shout out to the OLGC Knights, who are an official sponsor of blocking out the video for 10 seconds.
And Coach Dwayne Archibald taking out his two horses here. Ian, I'm not sorry, not Ian. Ian's his younger brother. Excuse me, Alonzo and Ethan Kaminsky checking out of the game. Played an aggressive game. They did everything they could tonight.
Kennard's got the ball. Kicks it out. Oh, out of bounds.
Peters fans are leaving.
Are they? In the words of Phil Rizzuto, are they leaving to beat the traffic? 64-37. St. Peter's looking to build even further. Giving it over now. Ledlam.
Coach Woods, very classy move here. Told the guys, take the violation to run the clock out, even though it would be, even though it's a shot clock violation. Classy move by Coach Woods by taking the shot clock violation here at the end of the game. No one's here to embarrass anybody or anything like that. Very good sportsmanship.
Ladies and gentlemen, that does it.
Not yet, not yet. There should be 2 seconds left in the game.
2 seconds. So says the referee. Every other person in attendance says it's over as they are making a mass exodus for the exits.
Let's get off the court. There's little kids on the court. There's old men on the court. This is fantastic.
It's like when the Super Bowl, it make everybody come back out for, no, you got to snap it. Come on, Blue.
2 seconds. Just
6.
What are we doing?
Shout out to the referee crew. I appreciate them. 0.2 seconds to go. The Warriors inbound it. The game is officially over, ladies and gentlemen. 64-37. Can you go get your player of the game, sir? Well, I'm sending Dougie to go get his player of the game. Boogie, can you swing the camera left? There you go. You were staring at the back of somebody's head. There's going to be a trophy presentation in just a moment, Boogie, so you're going to keep filming for another couple of minutes. We're going to talk to our Nobody Cares Sports Player of the Game, brought to us by MagicalVacationPlanner.com. It is our game MVP. Anthony, he's going to jump in your spot if you don't mind. And we're going to have, it appears, Kadir Martin is our MVP this game. All right, so first of all, Martin, we got to do a selfie in the booth. Are you good with that? What are you doing there? Oh, all right. So we got to get a picture with you first because you're a superstar. Throw it up. Fantastic. Now, you're going to make love to that microphone right there and tell everybody at home how you feel. You are our MVP of the 66th Annual Thanksgiving Eve Classic, brought to you by MagicalVacationPlanner.com. How does it feel, brother?
It feels good. You know, we came out, got the win. It was a big W. You knew this was a big game. We wanted to prove something to the Islanders, you know, that last year wasn't a fluke, and everyone knows they're a really good team, so we just came out and proved it again.
There you go. There you go. Dougie, what do you got for him?
Yeah, so, you know, Q, this is a couple years now you're playing this game. Do you guys do anything differently at practice the week before a game like this to prepare?
Yeah, we really ramp up practice and we condition a lot. We know it's a big court, and you know, when you get out here, adrenaline's running, you get tired fast. So the first week out into this Thanksgiving Eve practice, we go really hard.
And then Coach Woods being an ex-player in this game, Coach Driscoll, all those guys like that, do they give you a lot of insight on, what to expect this year as having a big year for you guys?
Yeah, they all give us insight. They've been here for years. They played in this. They tell us all the time how big this game is, one of the biggest games on Staten Island, and they prepare us really well. So, thanks to them, without them, we wouldn't be as prepared for this game.
Absolutely. And we're looking forward to watching the rest of the year, man. We're looking forward to seeing what's going on.
Man, we're going to be at the Nest all year watching you. Kadir, we appreciate you. You're the MVP tonight. Biggest party night of the year. Go out and have some fun, brother. You deserve it.
That's what I'm about to do.
That's what I want to hear. That's Kadir Martin. He's our player of the game.
And shout out to Marianne, who is the sponsor for this event, for this, MVP. Magical Vacation Planner by Marianne. Travel planning services that are complimentary. Whether it's Disney Universal Cruises or all-inclusive, Marianne provides the best service so you can experience the best vacation. So many Staten Islanders turning to her for travel. Why not give the travel this holiday season? So let's get that done, guys. Go see Marianne. Talk to her about it. Right there is her email on the screen so you guys know where to go. And just hit her up and let her know that you need help, because we all need help out there.
She's put together some fabulous vacations. So
I mean, I love making an itinerary. I'd love to sit down with this woman and learn about her itinerary. I'm like Clark Griswold on vacation.
she's the person you want to see.
So the MVP sponsor is MVP herself, Marianne Sciarrino, magicalvacationplanner.com. Emails on the screen. You missed it, you can rewind it. This is YouTube. We love the internet. Shout out to you, Marianne, and shout out to Kadir Martin, who is our MVP of the game tonight. Boys, I'm going to turn it around to us in the broadcast booth. Your final thoughts tonight before we end the broadcast.
Well, I just want to say thank you first for giving me the opportunity to be here tonight with you guys on a really big night. My first time in the booth with the both of you, and it was a real pleasure, and I look forward to doing many more of these. It was a wonderful evening for myself.
And honestly, this tradition here on Staten Island is huge. I definitely, it's my second year being here. Only 2 times I've been here my whole life at these games. So, you kind of see what the buzz is about, the magic's about, being in this gym and watching everything. Shout out to Jake DeForest, new freshman coach over at St. Peter's as well, took over for Coach Dennis Driscoll over there. But, you get to see, faces of the community, whether it's a businessman, businesswoman, or ex-athletes that come back and watch these games. So shout out to Staten Island for always putting out a good product. Shout out to CSI for hosting the event. Women's and men's team are having a good season so far to start as well.
Shout out to Pix, runs the media department here.
Pix is
Brought
fantastic.
me a Gatorade when I was dying. We appreciate you. Shout out to Mano, Main Event Photography tonight. He was the official photographer of Nobody Cares Sports Network here for Thanksgiving Eve. It was a great night, boys.
Yes, sir.
A lot of fun, Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, our broadcast booth is powered by none other than you tell them.
Main Street Coffee.
Support local sports. Go out and enjoy your turkey. Anthony Benti, Doug Elwell. Until next time, Saturday at 12, Lincoln at Tottenville, the PSAL semis. Let's go. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's it.